The religion of Islam is the second largest organized religion in the world, and various Muslims who have proven to be experts of the faith in certain regards seek to help others understand what Islam is all about. So let's meet 10 of some of the most influential Islamic scholars out there right now. Welcome back, guys, to another FTD Facts episode. My name is Leroy Kenton, and for this video, it's hard to rank most influential scholars because they impact the Muslim community as well as the world at large in different ways. And I don't want people to think like, okay, the person at number 10 is worse than the person at number 5 or anything like that. So what I did for this episode is just compiled a list of 10 influential Muslim scholars, ones that are really making big impacts. But again, they're not necessarily ranked from best to worst or worst to best. I'll leave that up for you guys to decide. We have the first scholar at number 10, and that is Shabir Ali. Now, Shabir Ali is a Canadian Muslim scholar, and he's also the president of the Islamic Information and Dawah Center International in Toronto, Canada. And that's where he serves as the Imam. Now, Shabir Ali is also the founder of an online show, and it's called Let the Quran Speak. By the way, you can find his videos here on YouTube as well. He has a PhD, and his PhD thesis is on the exegesis of the Quran. And by the way, that fancy word exegesis just means explanation or interpretation. Now, I've actually attended a debate where Shabir Ali was speaking, and he was debating another Christian scholar, and I have to say that this guy was very knowledgeable and he articulated his points really well. All around, he's a great guy.
So Ramadan is closely connected with the Quran. This is why Muslims make it a habit of reading the Quran more so in Ramadan than any other time.
Moving on now to number 9, we have Bilal Phillips. His full name is Abu Amina Bilal Phillips, and he's recognized for founding the Islamic Online University, and he's a Jamaican Canadian Islamic scholar. Back in the year 1972, that's when he converted to Islam, and he has translated as well as commented on various Islamic topics on over 50 published books. He completed his PhD in Islamic theology back in the year 1994 from the University of Wales. And by the way, among some of his works that he's translated were The Devil's Deception, and his co-authored works are Polygamy in Islam, Evolution of Fiqh, The Ansar Cult, The Fundamentals of Tawheed, and Hajj and Umrah according to the Quran and Sunnah. Number 8 brings us Yasmin Mogahed. Yasmin Mogahed is known for captivating her audience. She's known internationally for her motivational lectures. Now, she's a psychology graduate, and she got her master's in journalism as well as mass communications from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. So, of course, that sort of speaks to how she's able to just really communicate with a massive amount of people in a very effective way. She's also the first Muslim woman to become an instructor at the Al-Maghrib Institute. So very amazing achievement for her.
When I was young, we had a lot of youth training. We used to call it Mina at that age, or YM.
And on that note, number 7 brings us Dalia Mogahed. Dalia Mogahed is an American researcher, and she's originally from Egypt. Now, she's a director of research at the Institute of Social Policy and Understanding in Washington, D.C. Just last year in 2019, she was recognized in the list of 200 people who best embody the spirit of work of Frederick Douglass, who's one of the most influential figures in history by the Frederick Douglass Family Initiatives and the Anti-Racist Research and Policy Center at American University in collaborations with The Guardian. Now, she was also selected as an advisor by the US President Barack Obama, or I should say former US President, but specifically she was an advisor on the White House Office of Faith-Based and Neighborhood Partnerships. So of course, she was able to have a huge impact under the Obama administration. Number 6 brings us Omar Suleiman. Imam Omar Suleiman is the president of the Yaqeen Institute for Islamic Research, as well as a teacher of Islamic Studies at Southern Methodist University. Now, he's also the inhabitant researcher of the Valley Ranch Islamic Center. And by the way, he's also co-chair of Faith Forward Dallas at Thanksgiving Square. And that, by the way, is a multi-confidence organization together for peace and equity. And just to speak a little bit more of who he is, he's an American Muslim scholar, civil rights activist. Omar Suleiman also founded the Muslims Understanding and Helping Special Education Needs, which is a non-profit organization. He also has a series on the Quran weekly that is published, as well as he makes contributions to the Hadith of the day. Now guys, we reached halfway into this episode. We saw 5 influential Islamic scholars so far. We got 5 more to go. But just a reminder to leave a like on this episode if you're enjoying it so far. Also, every time you hit the like button, it helps more people see our videos. So if you want to help us, especially on our road to 1 million subscribers, leave a like on this video. Now, for all you newcomers here to FTD Facts, go ahead and also hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because we post videos daily. So definitely, there's a lot of knowledge, a lot of information to learn, especially during this time of quarantine. Come back every single day. There's always something new to learn here on FTD Facts. Moving on now to the scholar at number 5, and that is Numan Ali Khan. He's a founder of the Bayana Ustad. He's an American preacher that connects Muslims to the Quran. Now, by the way, he's taught more than 10,000 students through seminars, and this guy literally has millions of followers. He's recognized all around the world as one of the young and most influential Western Muslim scholars. Number 4 brings us Mufti Menk. I've been seeing this guy's name quite often in the comment section. You guys are asking for videos about him. Ismail Ibn Musa Menk, better known as Mufti Menk. He's a renowned Islamic preacher as well as a Mufti of Zimbabwe. He's the head of the Fatwa department of the Majlisul Ulama Zimbabwe, and that's the Council of the Islamic Scholars of Zimbabwe. And he also serves as the Imam at the Masjid Al-Falah. Mufti Menk, he's a phenomenal inspirational speaker and lecturer, and he's known around the world. And one of the most inspiring things about this guy is that he really just works mainly for the joy of serving Allah. And he does this without little to no financial reward. Yusuf Estes comes in at number 3. Now, Yusuf Estes, who was born Joseph Estes back in the year 1944, and he's an American minister from Texas, and he converted from Christianity to Islam back in the year 1991. According to him, he claims to have been a Muslim chaplain for the United States Bureau of Prisons throughout the 1990s, as well as he served as a Muslim delegate to the United Nations World Peace Conference for Religious Leaders, and that was held at the UN in September 2000. Number 2 brings us Maulana Tariq Jamil, and by the way, I've done a video just dedicated to him, so that's probably going to be in the video description down below, a link to that video, as well as maybe in the card section of this episode. But either way, Tariq Jamil was born in January of 1953. He's of Pakistani descent. He's a religious and Islamic researcher, evangelist, as well as he's an open speaker. He's from the Tablighi Jamaat and a researcher who runs a madrasa in Faisalabad, Pakistan. And he was also recognized as an impactful and influential speaker in the 2013-2014 version of the book Muslim 500. We got one more Islamic scholar left, and at number 1, that is Dr. Zakir Naik. Zakir Abdul Karim Naik is an Indian Islamic evangelist as well as an author, and he's the leader of the Islamic Research Foundation. He's also the author of the Peace TV channel, where, by the way, he receives over 100 million viewers. Now, there's a lot of appeal when it comes to Dr. Zakir Naik because he actually aims to clear up misconceptions about Islam and the Quran and the Hadith. And when he does his explaining, he uses a lot of science as well. So unlike many other Islamic preachers, his lectures are actually delivered in the common language that people can understand. And he delivers them in English and not in Urdu or Arabic. Of course, English is a much wider spoken language than any of those languages. And he's also another person that I've done a solo video on. So I'll most likely have a link to his episode below in the video description section as well. So guys, that was a look at 10 of some of the most influential Islamic scholars. Leave your thoughts and comments down below about anybody that I mentioned in this episode. My social media links are gonna be in the video description section as well, so you can follow me, shoot me a message, and I'll do my best to get back to you as quickly as possible. It was awesome hanging out with you in another episode. Enjoy self-isolation, quarantine, do your best to just stay as active as possible, stay positive, and I hope these videos really are helping with entertaining you, educating you as we go through this very unique time. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out of here. I'll see you in the next episode.